Sarah got her dream job, 40% pay increase in California. She said no. Mike's parents are getting older. They need him close. He lives 2,000 miles away. He's staying put. Jennifer and Tom are expecting their third child. Their house has 2 bedrooms. They're not moving. What do these three people have in common? They all have mortgage rates under 4%. And that number has turned their dream homes into golden cages. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 31 million American homeowners are currently trapped in a financial prison of their own making. And more importantly, I'm going to show you the exact numbers that prove this isn't just about money anymore. It's about life decisions you can't make, opportunities you can't take, and a problem that's getting worse every single day. Let's talk about the mortgage lock-in trap that nobody saw coming. Here's what happened. Between 2020 and 2021, mortgage rates dropped to historic lows. We're talking 2.7%, 2.9%, 3.1%. Millions of Americans refinanced or bought homes at these rates. Smart move, right? Lock in cheap money while you can. Then 2022 hit. The Federal Reserve started raising rates. By 2023, mortgage rates shot past 7%. Today in 2026, we're sitting at 6.3% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Now, here's where it gets interesting. That 3% difference, it's not just numbers on paper. Let's say you bought a $400,000 home in 2021 with a 3% rate. Your monthly payment? About $1,686 for principal and interest. That same $400,000 home today at 6.3%, your payment jumps to $2,482. That's $796 more every single month. But here's what most people miss. You're not just paying $796 more per month. Over 30 years, that's an extra $286,560 in payments for the same house. And this is why 65% of American homeowners with mortgages taken out before 2022 are now functionally trapped. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. Scenario 1, the job opportunity, meet Robert. He's a software engineer in Austin, Texas. He bought his house in 2020, 2.8% interest rate. Life is good. Last month, he got a job offer from a company in Seattle, $185,000 per year. His current salary, $135,000. That's a $50,000 raise. Most people would jump at this, right? Let's do the math. Robert's current mortgage payment is $1,450 a month. His home is worth about $450,000 now. If he sells and buys a similar home in Seattle at $550,000 with today's 6.3% rate, his new payment would be $3,410 per month. That's $1,960 more per month, or $23,520 per year. His raise? $50,000 before taxes. After taxes, that's roughly $32,000 extra per year. After the increased mortgage payment, he's left with about $8,480 in actual additional income, and that's before considering Seattle's higher cost of living. Robert turned down the job. Lisa and James have 2 kids. They have a 3-bedroom house with a 2.9% mortgage. They're expecting twins. They need a bigger house. But here's their reality. Current payment, $1,890 per month new 5-bedroom house payment at current rates. $3,650 per month. That's $1,760 more every month, or $21,120 per year after tax income they'd need to generate just to maintain the same lifestyle in a bigger house. They looked at their budget, they looked at their jobs, they looked at their savings, they converted their garage into a bedroom instead. Karen is 58. She and her husband always plan to retire to Florida. They have a 3.2% mortgage on their Denver home. To make this move now, they'd lose their low rate and have to accept whatever the market offers. They ran the numbers. Even with a smaller, cheaper house in Florida, their payment would increase by $840 per month due to the rate difference. That's $10,080 per year from their fixed retirement income. They're staying in Denver indefinitely. These aren't hypothetical scenarios. This is happening to millions of Americans right now. But here's what makes this trap even worse. The mortgage payment is just the tip of the iceberg. Hidden cost number 1, career stagnation. When you can't move for job opportunities, you're locked into your local job market. That means limited negotiating power with current employers, missing industry-leading opportunities in other cities, slower career progression, lower lifetime earnings. Studies show that people who change jobs strategically earn 50% more over their careers than those who stay put. The mortgage trap is killing that advantage. Hidden cost number two, relationship strain. I've talked to dozens of couples where one spouse got their dream job in another city, but they can't move. Some are doing long distance, others are resentful, some are considering divorce because one person had to sacrifice their career. The financial stress of being trapped adds another layer: arguments about money, arguments about missed opportunities, arguments about what if. Hidden cost number three, family emergencies. Your aging parents need you, medical emergency, they live across the country, you can't move closer, not without taking a massive financial hit. This isn't just inconvenient. For some people, this is devastating. Hidden cost number four, lifestyle lock. Want to downsize and simplify? Can't afford to. Your lower rate keeps you stuck in a bigger, more expensive home. Want to move to lower cost of living area and work remotely? The rate difference eats up all your savings. Want to move closer to better schools for your kids? Better start a side hustle to afford that rate increase. According to recent data, the average homeowner with a pre 2022 mortgage would need to earn an additional $15,000 to $25,000 per year in after tax income just to maintain their current lifestyle if they moved today. That's not wealth building, that's wealth destruction. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'll just wait for rates to drop. Here's the problem: they might not, at least not soon. The Federal Reserve's position: the Fed has made it clear inflation control is priority number one. That means keeping rates elevated. Current projections show mortgage rates staying between 5.8% and 6.5% through at least 2027. Even if rates drop to 5%, you're still looking at a significant payment increase if you have a 3% mortgage. The inventory crisis. Here's where it gets really twisted because so many people are locked in, they're not selling their homes. Housing inventory is at record lows. In 2019, there were about 1.5 million homes for sale at any given time. Today, we're hovering around 850,000. Less inventory means higher prices. Higher prices mean even if rates drop slightly, homes cost more, so your payment still increases. It's a vicious cycle. The equity trap. But I have so much equity. Yes, you do. Your home value probably increased 30 to 40% since 2020. But here's the trap: everyone else's home also increased. So your equity doesn't buy you a better position, it just keeps you even. You sell your $500,000 home that you bought for $350,000. Great, $150,000 in equity. But the $500,000 home you want to buy, that was $350,000 in 2022. You're paying 6.3% on $500,000 instead of 3% on $350,000. Your payment almost doubles despite your equity. Old payment on $350,000 at 3%, $1,476. New payment on $500,000 at 6.3%, $3,102, $1,626 more per month. Your $150,000 equity, it'll be gone in mortgage payments in just 7.6 years. All right, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions, real practical strategies that are working in 2026. Solution number one, assumable mortgages, the hidden gem. Most people don't know this, but FHA, VA, and USDA loans are assumable. That means a buyer can take over your existing mortgage and rate. If you have an FHA loan at 3% from 2021, a buyer can assume that loan instead of getting a new one at 6.3%. This makes your home incredibly attractive to buyers. You can often sell for 5 to 10% more than comparable homes because of this feature. Here's how to use this. Confirm your loan is assumable, call your lender. Advertise this heavily when selling work with a real estate agent who understands assumable mortgages. Be prepared to help buyers with the assumption process. This won't eliminate all the pain, but it gives you leverage. Solution number two, the rental arbitrage strategy. Don't want to sell? Rent your current home and rent in your new location. I know what you're thinking, but I'll lose money. Not necessarily. Here's the math. Your 3% mortgage payment, $1,500 per month market rent for your home, $2,200 per month profit, $700 per month. Now rent a similar home in your new city for $2,400 per month. Net cost increase, $1,700 per month. That's still less than the $2,000 plus monthly increase you'd face by selling and buying. Plus, you keep your low rate mortgage, your home continues appreciating, and you have flexibility to move back or sell later when rates improve. Solution number three, the hybrid move. Can't move completely, but need to relocate? Consider the hybrid approach. Keep your primary residence, rent a small apartment in your new city, and split time. This works especially well for job relocations that might be temporary, caring for elderly parents, testing out a new city before fully committing. Yes, you're paying for two places, but you're preserving your low rate and maintaining flexibility. Solution number four, the rate buy down negotiation. If you must buy, negotiate with the seller to buy down your interest rate. Here's how it works. Seller pays $15,000 to $30,000 of closing costs to buy discount points on your behalf, reducing your rate from 6.3% to 5% or lower. In today's slow market, sellers are desperate. Many will do this instead of dropping the price. A 1.3% rate reduction on a $400,000 loan saves you about $400 a month. Over 30 years, that's $144,000 in savings for a $20,000 upfront cost. The seller pays. Solution number five, HELOC strategy for growing families. Need more space but don't want to move? Take out a HELOC on your current home and use it to build an addition. Your primary mortgage stays at 3%. The HELOC might be at 8%, but it's only on the $75,000 to $100,000 addition cost, not your entire home value. Monthly cost, $600 to $800 for the HELOC versus $1,800 to $2,200 more per month if you moved. You save $1,000 plus monthly and you increase your home's value. So what does the next few years look like? Short term, 2026 to 2027. Expect rates to stay elevated. The lock-in effect will continue. Housing inventory will remain tight. This is your reality. Plan accordingly. Medium term, 2028 to 2030. Rates may gradually decline to the 4.5 to 5.5% range. Still higher than pandemic era, but more manageable. This is when you'll see movement start to happen again. Some people will bite the bullet and move. Long term, 2030 plus. We'll likely never see sub 3% rates again in our lifetime. The 2020 to 2021 period was an anomaly. The new normal is probably 4 to 6% depending on economic conditions. Your strategy timeline. If you don't need to move, stay put. Enjoy your low rate. Adapt your home to your needs. If you need to move within 1 to 2 years, start using the strategies I outlined. Look at assumable loans. Consider rental arbitrage. Don't wait for rates to magically drop. If you're planning 3 to 5 years out, build a specific moving fund. Calculate the exact amount you'll need to offset the rate increase. Save aggressively. The people who will thrive are those who accept the new reality and plan around it rather than hoping it changes. All right, here's what you need to do right now. Step 1, calculate your personal lock-in number. Go to any mortgage calculator, input your current loan amount and rate, then calculate what your payment would be at today's rates. That difference? That's your lock-in cost. That's the number you're protecting by staying put or the number you need to overcome if you move. Write it down. This is your reality? Step 2, assess your loan type. Call your mortgage company today. Ask, is my loan assumable? If yes, you have a massive advantage when selling. If no, you'll need to use other strategies. Step 3, run your scenarios. Take 30 minutes this week and run the numbers on renting out your current home, seller rate buy downs, HELOC additions, assumable mortgage benefits. See what's possible. Knowledge is power. Step 4, adjust your timeline. If you are planning to move in the next year, can you delay? Can you make your current situation work? Or if you must move, how can you maximize the solutions I've shared? Step 5, start the conversation. If you're in a relationship, have this talk with your partner this week. If you're single, talk to family or a financial advisor. The worst thing you can do is pretend this isn't happening. Look, I know this is heavy. The mortgage lock-in trap is real and it's affecting millions of people's life decisions. But here's the thing, understanding the trap is the first step to navigating it. You're not powerless. You have options. They might not be the options you wanted, but they exist. The people who win in this environment are the ones who stop waiting for things to go back to normal and start making strategic decisions based on reality. If this video helped you understand your situation better, do me a favor. Share it with someone who's dealing with this. They might be feeling alone in this struggle. Show them they're not, and drop a comment below with your situation. Are you locked in? Are you considering moving anyway? What strategy are you thinking about using? I read every comment and I'll respond with specific advice for your situation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.